walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with pay starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try a pesto BLT or a pizza bagel for lunch. Also, enjoy a new energy fusion drink in a variety of flavors and get a caramel latte with 10% of all sales going to the Hope Venture. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward, Bagels & Joe.
Make your move fun and easy with the help of Movers and Shakers. Movers and Shakers is homegrown, female-led, and ready to help make your transition to a new space as seamless as possible. They excel at residential and commercial moving jobs, as well as offer home cleanouts and junk removal services. Moving into a new place is stressful enough, so let Movers and Shakers ease the transition. Give them a call today at 712-899-6265 or book your move online at www.moversandShakersNE.com today.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Have an anniversary coming up? I've got you covered. Celebrate your love with the timeless elegance of jewelry. This anniversary, give the gift of sapphires, emeralds, rubies, or gold. Find the perfect piece that reflects the beauty and depth of your commitment. Whether it's your first anniversary or your 50th, surprise your loved one with a gem as beautiful and rare as she is. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Early break.
Weird things that freaks me out. Unleaded gas still. It says unleaded. There hasn't been leaded gas for 40 years. Why does it say unleaded gas? It should just say gas. There hasn't been leaded gas since the 70s. It freaks me out, but it should just say gas. You can pick what, like hey, we have this, we have the premium, we have
with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Bush from 6 to 9 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Gray. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0. and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Bodily brought down.
And University of Nebraska East Sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are here on this wonderful Wednesday morning. It is absolutely gorgeous outside already. It is 73 degrees in the capital city at 9:09. Rafferty, the day's high is 87, but I think that's a little bit off. I think we're definitely going to sniff the 90s somewhere right there, a little bit higher. Rafferty, has the rain stopped yet there in Huntsville, Alabama, my brother?
Well, it's just cloudy right now. However, later this afternoon at 1 o'clock, the rain will begin again.
Dang.
Just can't escape it, Raffy.
Well, I will be escaping it because I will be northbound and down, or northwestbound and down. So,
are you driving back to Lincoln?
Yes, I am.
Wow. This guy gets a new vehicle. He starts to say, you know what? This is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life is I'm going to get the Uber ready to go. And he says, I want to drive everywhere. Don't you have all these miles built up from your previous trips that you just get free flights?
No, because I always would bounce around the different airlines. But I'm a little scared. I hope that the roads have not changed too much in Lincoln. I hope I can still find my way around.
You know, that's a good point. Here's the thing. They might have changed because I'm glad we're naturally bringing this up because I thought about this on Monday. And I was like, you know what? If this gets organically mentioned, then I'll talk about it. But if it's not brought up naturally, then we'll just let it slide. Why does it feel like every main road right now, every main road has construction? Every main road. Now, Raff, obviously you can't talk and speak to this, but AD.
Yes.
70th Street by Holmes Lake going south is down to 1 lane.
Wow.
84th from like just north of A Street to O Street is 1 lane. You have the stuff going on just east of 27th and Pine Lake.
Mm-hmm.
Then obviously the downtown traffic, there's just always something going on.
Yep.
Whoever decided to, well, then at 14th and Pine Lake, you have them finally changing the lights and fixing the lights after the giant storms a couple of months ago. But my thing is this, we all chose to do it at the exact same time. So there's just no possibility of being able to escape it.
Well, the thing about it, there's no good time to do road construction.
Sure.
I mean, there's no good time as part of it, unfortunately. And it's inconvenient. And what you have to do, and I hate it. I'm with you. I'm with every other driver out there. But, big shout out to the folks that are out there listening right now that are working on the roads. We appreciate you. But, yeah, they know it's an inconvenience. But, yeah, you got to definitely do some, calculate some extra time if possible.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think there's another one, bro, coming out of the gym this morning off of 48th. No, actually 56 in Old Cheney. That's also being fixed, that intersection there, because those cars were backed up.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was going west rather than going to the east because it was busy over there as well, man. So yeah, it's nuts all over the city.
Okay. So maybe this is wrong on me because I'm getting ridiculed on the text line. I guess this is what we voted for. I don't know. I understand. Come springtime, weather's nice. Like we do road repairs. I also understand that it's a necessity, right? Like don't get me wrong. This is a necessity. All I'm saying is that at the exact same time, it feels like every main road has construction on some part of it. If we voted for it, great. I'm happy. If we didn't vote for it, whatever.
Unknown text for 1969. It goes, yo, there's so many roads, but a word jumped out to me. I love it. Just choose your attitude and pick a different road, fam.
That's a good point. That's a good point. All right, maybe I should not have talked about it.
It's more podcast time.
I'm not talking about it.
More podcast time, and listen, obviously, to the ticket time.
Yeah. I'm done.
listen to us as well.
I'm done. That's all I needed to get.
Raff, I just want to tell you, Nick, I wore a different outfit today, and Nick, he threw a little jab at me again.
Oh no, did he say you don't match?
No,
That's
he says
not it
now
at all.
now you match the walls.
I said you blend into the room.
I blend into the room. So
He's wearing all red except for his hat.
So I rocked my Husker gear today. I got the Husker shorts on and the Husker pullover on. And he said I looked like a black Herbie Husker.
That is not what I said.
Exactly.
Those 3 words. Those 3 words.
Oh no!
Those
Exactly
3
what he
words
said.
never came
He
out.
said
of my
I'm a
mouth.
black Herbie Husker and I'm changing the logos. What you said. I'm just gonna call it as he's black Herbie Husker.
No, I did not.
Instead of bum 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 bum, it goes bum bum boom boom.
There's a little beatbox.
Bum, bum.
There's a little beatbox in there. That's funny. That's funny.
Instead of go big red is go big red.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
You guys, it is if we are a hump day, we've got a lot of things going on in the sports world in general. Of course, the Huskers, I was talking to the Squires, Katie Squires, to Michelle Squires, Abby Squires, mom and dad. I was sitting on my deck last night and they came by and I sit and talk. I mean, we talked for almost an hour and a half, almost 2 hours last night, just catching up. Because when your neighbors, Nick, you're talking about your door thing.
Yeah.
We always say hello to each other. We'll stop occasionally, but we just sat and talked for almost 2 hours last night. And it was really cool. Then John rolled up and he's like, hey man, I'm hungry. So he went home and ate, but we're just sitting there talking and just how quick life goes, but also the game. They know they got a tough one in Baton Rouge. Obviously the women play LSU on Friday, which we talked about yesterday. We'll dive into more on that Friday, of course. They play them at 2 p.m. And the men, of course, go to West Lafayette.
That's
they got
right.
Purdue starting on tomorrow night. First pitch at 6 o'clock, Nick?
Yeah.
6 o'clock, I think, is the first pitch. So we got a lot going on with there as well. Raff, here's what I wanted to ask you. I was kind of thinking about this morning. You've been there now. Like I said, you come back here today, and then when you go back down there, you're down there for the most part. Let me ask you this. Have you noticed, any just on the regular, the TV channels, the networks, the radio, if listening down there, the newspapers, etc. What's the talk about Auburn and Alabama down in Bama?
I don't think I've been out enough yet. You don't see a ton of it. You'll see the license plate holders and some shirts here and there, but it's kind of quiet. I think they might have hit that, like Alabama fans, I think they've just kind of hit that low. They just expect to be there every year. So I think it's just the upsettingness right after the season when they don't make it. I just hope that they don't follow in the path. Well, I mean, I guess they can if they want, but follow in the path the way Nebraska was, where they got so used to it, they kind of forgot, what you had to put into it to get to the point. So it'll be interesting to see if Alabama will uphold that standard of greatness or if they'll sort of fade off a little bit, kind of like Nebraska did.
Do you think, here's the danger point, because we talked about Dabo yesterday a little bit, Nick.
Yeah.
And Raff, you don't ever want apathy to start kicking into your program. Because when apathy kicks in, you're in a dangerous spot when people aren't making a big deal anymore. They just reach that point, just like, we just, another lost game, another lost season, another lost month. That is a horrible place to be in for a program, a company, a team, organization where apathy kicks in. Yeah, Nebraska lost. I'm just going to go mow the lawn. Or they're playing. I'm going to go mow the lawn.
Yeah, right. I'm just going to listen. I'm just going to listen to the game.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm just curious about that. I'd be curious about that more, Raff, as we gauge the temperature there in Alabama. Obviously Auburn, War Eagle, and of course the rolling tide with Bama. And you know what, Nick? Also a close eye there in Clemson. I mean, because granted, they got like you mentioned yesterday, they probably got the best quarterback coming back in college football.
Yeah, I mean that's opinionated, but
it's opinionated, but there's a lot of facts to back it up.
Yeah, right. That's my subjective thought, is that I think Cade Klubnik is one of the best quarterbacks in college football. I think he is the best. I think when you look at Texas and Arch Manning, the name carries so much weight and recognition that we just automatically say, yep, Arch Manning's the number one player in the country, which there's been so much excitement and so much anticipation for Arch Manning to finally have that starting job that, I mean, guys, now looking hindsight 2020, if you're Quinn Ewers, should you have gone to the draft? Right? I think that's something that we have not talked about yet, to where Quinn Ewers, he knew that at Texas, his time was up. His time was done. They're ready to usher in the Arch Manning era. But Quinn Ewers certainly could have made more NIL money than what his signing bonus and his rookie contract is going to be. And so you sit there and say, okay, obviously hindsight's 2020. And when you have an opportunity to make the NFL, maybe you just need to take it. But from a playing standpoint, from a monetary standpoint, should Quinn Ewers have transferred somewhere else? And I think the answer somewhat leans towards yes. But we've been waiting and expecting and anticipating Arch Manning's arrival to be the full-time starting quarterback at the University of Texas, that we just forget that Cade Klubnik's a guy that had over 30 touchdowns and less than 5 interceptions last year.
Nick, you think about this, Raff, you think about this. Quentin Ewers lost money going to the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, 231st pick, 7th round draft pick.
Yep.
I mean, he was almost Mr. Irrelevant, as far as that goes. So he's going to take a hit in the pocketbook. But at the same time, to your point, though, Swim, and speaking of Swim, Thunder Knock Collins, I seen this yesterday. I forgot to mention it. I love what he said. Did you see this, Nick and Raff? What Thunder Knock Collins said? I think we ought to adapt it. Oh,
the jump in the pool.
He goes, dive in with Swim. We start the show with the dive in with Swim.
No, because I get ridiculed. Not that bothers me.
Why would you get ridiculed?
It was funny. Joe B said, note to the street department, please check with Nick before starting any projects. Here's my deal. I don't want to go back to this, but we are.
Sir Nick Swim, is it okay if we start?
This was not me complaining. This was me making an observation. I understand that they have to do their job. I have a father that works in the construction field. I am understanding that they have to do their job. And it's not like they enjoy diverting and pausing traffic. It's got what they got to do. Nebraska needs new roads. I'm a fan. I was just making an observation.
Eric says big swimming pool. Eric, have you seen Swim lately? He is now like a speed track pool. You know, one of those ones you put in your house. It's just like a single lane.
Anything.
He went from Woods Pool.
To
now
that's what I used to be.
Woods.
Jeez, one of the biggest pools in Nebraska.
Well, you're not anymore. However you want to classify it, you are that single track pool in the crib right now. You're single track crib pool where it's just one lane. Now you're just I don't know if we call you Swim. I think we call you Zone or Lane. Lane one, man. He went from Big Swim to Lane 1.
Yeah, I went from Woods Pool, a larger than Olympic-sized swimming pool. Jeez. No.
Did they close down the third tower at Woods Pool?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it felt like it was never closed. It was never open.
Did you ever jump off third tower?
Not at the Woods Pool. I jumped off the third tower at Seward. So I used to go to the Seward City Pool with my cousins, and that would be like our little escape. And we'd be able to go to the Seward City Pool with my cousins who lived in Seward, or who still live in Seward, and we'd jump off the towers and everything, and off the higher diving boards.
See, I would do the high board, and I did the first tower one time. I was like, I'll never do this again. Raff, did you ever do it, man? Did you ever jump off?
I never jumped off at Woods Pool. However, the first time I came to Alabama, the big thing was cliff diving. However, I just jumped. I didn't dive. I just jumped. But
so how high was the cliff equivalent to the towers at Woods?
Probably right even with the top one. I mean, it was crazy. I stepped off that cliff and I just felt the inertia just fire me down. I was just like, keep straight, keep straight, keep straight.
That's graphic.
Hey, I want to know from the text line in this dive in with one lane.
Dive in with one lane.
Have you ever jumped off any of the towers, either at Woods Pool or another pool or a cliff? Let us know if you've ever done that. And would you do it? I did it one time, Nick. I'll never do it again.
So I'm big on the Amazing Race, the show. As we're talking about this, I've been kind of watching it weekly. And in one of the episodes when they were in, I think it was Dubai, they had to skydive.
Nope.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing. I thought to myself in that moment, I thought, I would never be able to do one of these shows because the people find out 15 minutes before they go that, I'm skydiving.
Oh, no.
And I think I would need to mentally prepare myself to get ready to jump out of a plane.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
I'm sure it's a cool experience.
Yeah.
But I feel like you'd have to mentally prepare yourself.
Yeah,
they open up that clue and they're like, one of you is skydiving. It's like,
let me ask you this, though.
If it was me and AD, it'd be like, was it you?
Well, Nick, for you, though, I know you would do it before I would, but let me ask you this. Would it be better that you didn't know for it to fester in your mind?
Maybe that's the case. Maybe it would be better. But I think here's my thought on this whole thing. if I ever found myself on a show like that and I opened up that clue and it said, one of you is skydiving, one of you is watching from the ground, and AD was like, nope, I'm not doing it, I'd be like, you know what? Fine. Because when I get back to Lincoln, Nebraska, I'm going to say, yeah, you know what? I did skydive in Dubai. I wasn't the one that said, I really should have skydived when I had the chance in Dubai.
No, I feel okay with
when you get back to Lincoln. When you get back to Lincoln, you're just going to say AD was just kind of a sissy.
I can live with that.
No. There's
call me every once.
I was just gonna say I don't name call. First off, that's just not who I am.
If there was a picture of the word name calling in the dictionary, it'd be you smiling with your eyebrows up.
Hello.
Because oh, I guess my phone's broken. Oh, really? Oh, I guess I wasn't part of that. Okay. Remember, he would always do that to us, Raff. Oh, I didn't.
He still does.
Hey.
Yeah.
I guess my phone did. I guess our phones don't work. Raff, when he goes golfing.
Phones work.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, AD. I texted Nick the other night and he didn't even respond back with an answer.
Are you serious, Nick?
When did you hold on. I'm gonna pull this up. I'm gonna pull this up because it depends on the time. There could have been other conflicts going on.
While you're finding that, Scooter
JTP.
Yeah, it probably was. Scooter from Roca, good morning. Goes, I took the ladder of shame at Woods. The ladder of shame, okay. Went to the first tower, looked down and crawled back down the ladder. You know what, Scooter? There's nothing wrong with that. Scooter, nothing wrong with that, my man. That's called wisdom. It's called wisdom. Dirty Tony, the boys, good morning. I'm going to read it first because I'm Ron Burgundy, Hizzlebear. Dirty Tony, the boys, never jumped off the third deck, but in high school when we played baseball at Woods Field, we would call the pool and ask them to call the opposing pitcher's name over the intercom to the front desk because their mom is looking for
That's
them.
awesome.
That's good right there, dog. I like it. Bo Levers says skydiving is the biggest deal as you think. And as the text comes up, I'll read the rest of it if you guys got it up. It says, it's bigger than when you're on the plane, than when you jump out. It's really cool to see the landscape and you're floating onto the earth. Believer, I believe you, but I'm just going to take your word for it, my good brother. I don't have that in me.
Hizzlebear sent a little GIF thing of the atomic bomb and said, here's what it looks like when Raff hits the water from 40 feet up. Dang!
Hey, okay. I only got one thing to say. I was going to be so nice during history today and be like, Hizzlebear, we just want to wish you a very happy birthday for all the great texts that you send in, trying to make AD read stuff inappropriately. But now I don't know if I want to wish him a happy birthday or not. So, Hizzlebear, I don't know right now, but I hope you have a great day.
How about this? Old Dad 34 says, does jumping off cliffs in Colorado count from 60 feet? Absolutely,
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll pass the test.
I don't know this, you guys, so I'm asking, how tall is the third tower at Woods?
I could not tell you.
Text, Raff, do you know, brother?
I do not know.
Text line, let us know how tall that tower is, the third tower at Woods. I'm curious on that.
Oh, yeah. Unnamed texter says, I jumped off the tower probably a dozen times. It's scary every single time. He then followed up with saying it's 10 meters high.
What is that equivalent
so
to?
I'm pulling that up right now. 10 meters to feet. Oh, only 33 feet.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be higher than that.
Okay, Dan from Canopy says 30 meters. That maybe feels a little more like it.
Yeah, I'll put it this way. However tall it is, it's too tall for me.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Not doing it. You guys, we got a packed show for you today, and one that's going to take up a lot of time is the 10 o'clock one. And I want you to be thinking about this right now. Pete Rose, and I put it up here, Hit King or Hall of Shame? The Pete Rose debate. We want to hear from you. What about Pete Rose? Does he make it? Should he make it into the Hall of Fame now that he's gone? Which I think is kind of morbid anyway to think about that way. But Hit King or Hall of Shame? So that's going to be 10 o'clock. May take us to the rest of the show. We don't know. Want to get all your opinions though on that. When we come back though, there was a kickoff time that was announced for Husker football and also a recruit that they're looking at. I want to know your time. What do you think about the time of the Husker kickoff against Cincinnati? Is it too late or is it just right? We'll discuss when we come back. It's The Drive, 93.7 Ticket.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Have an anniversary coming up? I've got you covered. Celebrate your love with the timeless elegance of jewelry. This anniversary, give the gift of sapphires, emeralds, rubies, or gold. Find the perfect piece that reflects the beauty and depth of your commitment. Whether it's your first anniversary or your 50th, Surprise your loved one with a gem as beautiful and rare as she is. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln. Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions on 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
At Allo, we go beyond internet, bringing you faster speeds backed by an all-fiber network. We go beyond TV and phone service, delivering reliable, crystal clear connections. We go beyond customer service with local teammates and no robots for a hassle-free experience. We go beyond value, offering transparent prices with no contracts, hidden fees, or data caps. We even go beyond our office doors by working, hiring, volunteering, and living in the communities we serve. Go beyond fiber. Sign up today at allofiber.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
We're going to see plenty of sunshine here. A little bit of cloud cover for your Wednesday. Another hot one out there. High temperature right around 90 degrees. Wind gusts in between 25 and 30 miles an hour. Tonight, a chance for some severe thunderstorms to our north and west. I think we'll stay dry here in Lincoln. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow with a high of 83, and then low 80s again coming up for your Friday. I'm meteorologist Aaron Doudna for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats. At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through May 18th, enjoy USDA Choice 10-ounce top sirloin steak for $6.99 each. All natural pork steak, $2.49 per pound. Carbless canned cocktails 4-packs for $7.99 when you buy 2, and whole watermelons for $5. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com. Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try a pesto BLT or a pizza bagel for lunch. Also, enjoy a new energy fusion drink in a variety of flavors and get a caramel latte with 10% of all sales going to the Hope Venture. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward, Bagels and Joe.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. Mortgage. That's 402-560-6197. Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket. Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, get a chance to step outside. Me and Swim would highly recommend it. It is absolutely gorgeous outside, but we know what's probably coming down the pike in a few hours. It's going to be a lot hotter, but I am not going to complain about the heat because
Certainly
you don't have,
not.
You know what, Raff and Swim, you don't have to shovel it.
Nope.
You don't have to shovel wind. You have to shovel heat. So I will take it all day long, all year long.
And you can get tan.
Did you see? What did you say?
And we can get tan.
We can get tan. What you mean by that?
We can use the UV from the sun to golden our skin.
Gold our skin. Is my skin?
See, you're trying to do
gold,
too
Nick?
much.
It's like that when we meet the parents. Can you milk me? Can you milk me? Remember you milked that cat?
Hey, Raff, you know what?
Can you milk me?
Raff, you know what you should do? Since you're coming back, you should join me on my nightly walks.
I'll pass.
Well, that was a long pause. What?
Shocker. How dare I try to introduce positive habits to Raff?
The only thing I heard from Raff was that was it.
Yeah. He was like, how do I let Nick down easy?
And then you got a better chance of taking a walk with Coach Rule and this entire staff around Holmes Lake when Raff coming over there, man. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Come on, Raff.
Walk for what?
Yeah,
Where we going?
He's like, why would we do that when I can sit and smoke a cigar?
Now, do we hold hands or not?
Okay, never mind. The invite is rescinded. Never mind.
Raff will come back in the studio tomorrow. Raff, will you be back in time for the show tomorrow?
Yep, I will be.
Oh, so you're leaving at what time,
He's
Raff?
here.
I'm leaving right after this show. The car is loaded. I'm ready to go.
So you're gonna roll out about 11:30.
Yep.
And then you'll get here, what, about 3 in the morning?
No. I'll be there probably by like 1:30 or 2.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna still
Raff
be up.
is a gamer.
You know, Raff, I'm gonna stay up late just for you. I'm gonna stay up and I'm gonna text to make sure you're doing okay. An hour around the 10 p.m. hour, I'll be driving back to Lincoln from out of town, and so I'm gonna be.
That'll put them probably about KC.
Yeah. Is that Kansas City area?
Maybe a little further outside of KC.
Yeah, I'll be just outside of Kansas City because I should be. Actually, I'll probably get about 1 probably. Yeah, hit me up on Uber 7. Just call the car phone.
I'm okay. I call the car phone.
Is that MacArthur and Clayton, number 7?
No, that is
Reggie Paul.
That is the Duke.
Ricky Simmons,
Tariq Allen.
Guys, it's Scott Frost. Come on now.
Oh no! You know what? Actually, so yesterday I had I received a text from a good buddy and actually friend of the station, asking if we were going to ever talk and discuss Scott Frost on this show, and I said we are not touching that with a 50-foot pole. And we stand by that. That is the closest we'll ever get to any Scott Frost
Here's
commentary.
my thing with all those things, because I get people to ask me just all of us all the time. What about Scott? What about Trev? I like to discuss people who are still here. And obviously it's news when people leave, but I think you discuss it when it happens, and then after that it's over. It's done with. That's like talking about your ex over and over again. It's like, why are we bringing that up? Why am I talking about it? What he does down there, that person does over there, what he does, what she does. That's, to me, to each their own. But me personally, just kind of like, that's just not something I want to dive into. And here's the reality, folks. At the end of the day, life goes on. I mean, life goes on.
The world keeps turning.
Can I ask you guys one question and no more Scott Frost talk? But just one question.
If there is one out of the four of us that are on the show,
I'm going to listen before I answer. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, my question. Who would you root for in a game between Colorado and UCF? Would you root for Deion Sanders or Scott Frost?
I'm probably not even watching it, honestly. Like that's a cop out. I know, and I hate cop out answers, but there's no investment for me to watch. I don't know. Here's this, guys. I don't know how much I'll turn on a Colorado game because of no Shedeur and no Travis.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. I think it's less to do with Deion, and it had more to do with like what Shedeur and Travis Hunter doing.
Oh, that's a good point. I think that's Nick. I think that's going to be a topic for us later too, because I think that's an intriguing topic. In that, what does Colorado look like without those two? I don't want to call lightning rods for a bad reason. I think because they brought eyeballs to the TV screens. It's the bottom line. So it's going to be interesting to see post Shedeur, post Hunter in Colorado as far as that goes. That's very intriguing. Might have to get your buddy back on, the guy that you called from Colorado. The commentator, their play-by-play.
The voice of the Buff.
Yes, man. I think that,
Mark
Nick,
Johnson.
we need to do that. Raff, would you agree with that, brother?
Yes.
I would love to hear his views on what he would think.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
What's Colorado's going to look like. You know what, Raff, I will answer that question. First of all, I admire Deion. There's things that people don't agree with, things I'm like, yeah, maybe not. But you know what? That man's going to do things the way he's done them. He's done that way for almost 6 years of his life. He's done fairly well with it, to say the least. People may not appreciate his methods or whatever, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, Scott is still a national champion quarterback from Nebraska.
That's true.
I don't wish any ill will on that man whatsoever. We can all look back at our lives and wish, at least I can only speak for myself, and wish I hadn't done things the way I did. For him, that's his business. I don't want that man to be unsuccessful and wishing he had ill will on the dude. It didn't work out. It sucked for a number of reasons. It is what it is, but I would still want Scott to win because he was still from here. That's to me. I don't have any ill will towards that. Life is too freaking short, man.
So Colligan J has a good one. Texas A&M versus UCF.
Well, yeah, that's tougher. That's tougher. Here's the one thing I will say is, as Nebraska went through this approach in like the late 2010s of where it's like, hey, let's bring back everybody that had success here as a player, as an athlete, or as an assistant coach. Let's bring them back. And like, they did it in football with Scott Frost. They did it in baseball with Will Bolt. They did it in basketball with Fred Hoiberg, where there's ties to the state and ties with his grandfather.
Erstad baseball.
Yeah, Darren. But I'm saying under Bill Moose, especially where Bill Moose brought these guys in. Like Nebraska went full bore, 100% in, all former players, and then Bill Moose ends up, resigning as the athletic director. And guess what? Who do they go hire? Somebody that's from the state, played at Nebraska, had a really successful playing career. And so it was just this overload of former successful athletes. And just based on the odds, one of them was not going to work. And just based on something, there was going to be, and just it magnifies the situation. I'm not saying Nebraska shouldn't have done it. I'm not saying it was a bad decision. I'm not saying that Scott Frost shouldn't have been hired. I'm just making an observation in that we knew, and Nebraska fans, we can't be oblivious in that when you hire somebody like that, or these groups of people that played, that coached, whether you're Will Bolton had an assistant coaching job here before, and that's really what I mean by that, or if you're Trev and you have all the other stuff previously where, University of Nebraska, Omaha, he made some controversial decisions. Like, we can't sit here and act like, oh yeah, everything's going to be perfectly sunshine and rainbows for the next 30 years and everybody's going to ride off into the sunset because that's just not the way the college landscape is nowadays in athletic departments. And so, I'm not saying, in no way am I saying Nebraska set themselves up for failure. In no way am I trying to sit here and be like, hey, this is it was a horrible decision to go full bore 100% into former Nebraskans. But at the end of the day, it's just, it meant more because they played here. And so now there's ill will, there's negative feelings, and there's just, people are uncomfortable about it.
Well, I'll say this for Scott Frost also is, look at all the close games. If those would have went the other way, he would have been the toast. He would have been the toast to the state.
Well, yeah, you're right, and he would still be here. I mean, that's the honest truth. He would still be here. But I just I look back at this, and I don't look at it simply from a Scott Frost scope. In honesty, I just really don't. I look at it as a entire athletic department thing, and how maybe we don't talk enough about it from a big picture standpoint, guys, of how much shift and change has happened in that athletic department the last 5 years. Yeah, from Bill Moose to firing Mike Riley, hiring Scott Frost, Bill Moose resigning abruptly, right? And then Trev Alberts coming in, Trev Alberts leaving abruptly, Scott Frost getting fired, Troy Dannon coming in. Then in basketball, right? The whole, it's just, there has been so much shift in that athletic department. And it's like they went from, it was Sean Eichhorst, it was outsiders, right? Then they bring in Bill Moose, and it's insiders, everybody that's been a part of the Nebraska program or athletic department in years past. It's important for them to come back. And then now you're trying to find this blend of bringing in Matt Rule, who had no previous ties to Nebraska, blending it's a shift that I don't think from a big picture standpoint, a lot of people are really referencing and thinking about.
Well, Nebraska takes on Cincinnati.
Yeah, right.
You're not talking about Scott Frost on this show.
Talking about it.
That's why I did it in the scope of the whole athletic department, though. Yeah. It's because we can have this conversation without mentioning names in the entire scope of the athletic department.
Yeah, I agree. Wish them all luck.
That was intense.
No, not at all. Those good points you bring up.
People are mad.
Because Nick,
people are mad on a Wednesday.
The shift that you talk about, there's a lot of changes that have happened with that. Real quick, Nebraska does take on Cincinnati, 8 p.m. kickoff. Nick, do you like the 8 p.m. kickoff?
Love it.
One reason why?
Because from a financial standpoint, if people were looking at things saying we can't afford 2 nights of a hotel room down in Kansas City, plus the ticket, plus all the not travel necessarily because it's a 3-hour drive. But guess what? Now on Thursday, you take work off at noon, you get there by 4, and you can hang out point. And you can get a hotel on Thursday night.
I love it.
And be back, at a good time on Friday. From a travel standpoint, from a logistics standpoint, if it was like an 11 a.m. kickoff, you're probably not driving down there on Thursday. So
I love it.
I think from a logistics standpoint, I like that part of it. It's Nebraska once again will have an opportunity early in the year to be showcased on national TV.
Yes.
And that's a conversation we have every single year going back to 2017, 2021 against Illinois, whatever it might have been. Is that Nebraska has these opportunities to showcase, whether it's against a formidable opponent or an unformidable opponent, showcase that, hey, you know what, we can be dominant and we can win football games that we're supposed to win in the fashion that we're supposed to win them in. It's all you could ask for.
I love it. Raff, do you like the kickoff time?
Anytime, anywhere.
Very deep analysis.
Just a yes. Just a yes would have been good. No, I think, and then there's also something to be said, guys.
Anytime, anywhere.
So from a scheduling standpoint too, it's cool. From the Husker fan standpoint, for the hotel piece of it is, so just plan your trip this way. Like, this is what I know a group of my buddies are expecting to do. I don't know what my role is going to be. I don't know if I'm going to be sent down there. We're doing some things up here that we'll tell listeners about as well. So I don't know where I'll be specifically, but I know my buddies are planning on getting a hotel room Friday night, going to the Husker game Thursday night, get a hotel Thursday night. Then the Royals game on Friday, it's Husker night. It's Husker. The Royals hit it out of the park, hit it out of the park to make Friday night Husker night. And so you're going to get a large contingent of Husker fans that if Nebraska football is able to take care of business on Thursday, they're going to be they're going to be really excited to stick around until Friday and basically go to a Royals game, have it be Husker night, And then guess what? Then it's a 4-day weekend essentially. So like it sets up perfectly for Husker fans for travel. Kansas City is a very drivable distance, a very gettable location. I think it works out really well. Do you like the 8 p.m. kickoff?
I love it for all the reasons you both explained. I absolutely love it. There's just not a rush.
Anytime, anywhere.
Yeah, Rav. I thought the travel was thinking there, Nick. There's an old song by Janet Jackson called "Anytime." Boom, boom. Any place, but we're not going to go into that.
Yeah,
I do love. It's a great time for the game. I like the logistics and all of that, Nick. I love it.
Are you guys a fan that it's on ESPN?
I was not aware of that.
It is on ESPN, not Fox, because the reason of this is ESPN has the broadcast rights deal with the Big 12.
Big 12, yeah,
and obviously Cincinnati. And since it's a home game, Cincinnati, it's it's the Big 12 TV rights for that one.
Well, I tell you, Raffy.
Do you think, Nick? Do you think a possibility that it'll be Herb Street and Chris Fowler?
Oh, I don't know about that. I look at some of the other games that are going on. There's a couple of really good Friday night games that are taking place that first week of the season that I would probably say, like, I think Miami plays on that Friday night against somebody. I would imagine that at some point I would think that it'll probably be, I mean, in all honesty, I think it would probably be somebody like Mike Monaco, who called the Husker Bowl game last year in New York. He was out there. Like Mike Monaco's kind of one of the ESPN, whose birthday it is, by the way. Happy birthday to Mike Monaco of ESPN. But like he's one of the more versatile guys. He's somebody that does Wimbledon for ESPN. He does the College World Series for ESPN. He does a lot of football games every single week. One of the more versatile guys, does some Major League Baseball. So I would imagine that he's kind of their go-to guy for a game like this, where it's a high-profile game because of the two brands, but also it's not necessarily a top 25 matchup like some of them on Friday night would be. So we'll know that. I mean, probably a week and a half before. Usually we get the media, we get kind of game notes a week before kickoff, and that's where we get a lot of the broadcast information. But sometimes ESPN, since it's the first week of the season, they might release it as well. So I don't know. I think it's going to be really cool, guys, because, obviously Travis Kelce's going to be in attendance with his ties to the University of Cincinnati. It's a really, really cool opportunity. And think about what if they would have kept it at Lucas Oil Stadium?
Yeah,
you just wouldn't have had.
Not even close.
You wouldn't feel like you have the luster of it.
Not even close.
Not anywhere close.
Not even close. Proximity.
Yeah.
Everything else is not even close. It feels good to be a Husker. I was leaving. We'll say this. I was leaving out of the locker room this morning, Raff, at the gym that I was at before I went to Farrell's. After I went to Farrell's, and the little Husker garb there, Nicholas.
Yeah, I told you
there.
It looks good.
Yeah, the guy comes out. He goes, "Coach, how are they looking this year?"
Oh,
I was like, "Beg your pardon." He goes, "Coach Brown." I'm like, "I'm not Coach Brown."
Well,
First of all, I'm not 64.
So did you corner him and accuse him of things like you do with me, or did you just let it slide? Or did you just let it slide?
I did pull him to the side and said, "So every black dude that wears the pullover is Coach Brown, right?"
Yeah. So I automatically coach football?
I got to be Coach Brown, right? That's why it's got to be. But I can understand with my hat on. And a buddy that was walking behind me, he started laughing. He goes, "Hey, I ain't going front. I thought you were Coach Brown too."
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It feels good to be Oscar. It feels good to be alive. It feels good that it's a Wednesday and that you're riding with us. We come back. We got some history. And then keep them coming. I'm looking at the text. Should Pete Rose be in the Hall of Fame? We want to know. I have two baseball connoisseurs on the show with me. Of course, that is Chris Rav in One Lane, a.k.a. Swim, that is with us.
What's cool?
We want to know, though, at 10 o'clock, when we come back on, after this break at least, I want to know, and we want to know from you, should Pete Rose be in the Hall of Fame? And I've already labeled the segment, Hit King or Hall of Shame. I'm going to hear from you. We'll come back. We got some history. We dive into it. It's a drive.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try a pesto BLT or a pizza bagel for lunch. Also, enjoy a new energy fusion drink in a variety of flavors and get a caramel latte with 10% of all sales going to the Hope Venture. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward, Bagels & Joe. Get ready for the largest dirt late model event in Nebraska, race fans. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is heading to Eagle Raceway's High Bank Heist on Thursday, May 15th through Saturday, May 17th. See the greatest dirt late model stars in the country compete for $10,000 to win on both Thursday and Friday, and an enormous $50,000 to win 75-lap main event on Saturday. The High Bank Heist, May 15th through May 17th at Eagle Raceway. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
We're going to see plenty of sunshine here. A little bit of cloud cover for your Wednesday. Another hot one out there. High temperature right around 90 degrees. Wind gusts in between 25 and 30 miles an hour. Tonight, a chance for some severe thunderstorms to our north and west. I think we'll stay dry here in Lincoln. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow, the high of 83, and then low 80s again coming up for your Friday. How about you all just stay on down for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Make your move fun and easy with the help of Movers and Shakers. Movers and Shakers is homegrown, female-led, and ready to help make your transition to a new space as seamless as possible. They excel at residential and commercial moving jobs, as well as offer home cleanouts and junk removal services. Moving into a new place is stressful enough, so let Movers and Shakers ease the transition. Give them a call today at 712-899-6265 or book your move online at www.moversandShakersNE.com today.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
At Allo, we go beyond internet, bringing you faster speeds backed by an all-fiber network. We go beyond TV and phone service, delivering reliable, crystal clear connections. We go beyond customer service with local teammates and no robots for a hassle-free experience. We go beyond value, offering transparent prices with no contracts, hidden fees, or data caps. We even go beyond our office doors by working, hiring, volunteering, and living in the communities we serve. Go beyond fiber. Sign up today at allofiber.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through May 18th, enjoy USDA Choice 10-ounce top sirloin steak for $6.99 each. All natural pork steak, $2.49 per pound. Carbless canned cocktails 4-packs for $7.99 when you buy 2, and whole watermelons for $5. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Early break.
Weird things that freaks me out. Unleaded gas still. It says unleaded. There hasn't been leaded gas for 40 years. Why does it say unleaded gas? It should just say gas. There hasn't been leaded gas since the 70s. It freaks me out, but it should just say gas. And you can pick what, like hey, we have this, we have the premium, we have
with
the
Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Bush from 6 to 9 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Batter up. Join us this summer at Haymarket Park for 50 action-packed Salt Dogs games running now through August. Visit saltdogs.com for updates on everything you need to know about weekly promotions, giveaways, and special events. That's where you'll find the latest updates to make sure you catch all the excitement and never miss a homestand you want to attend. Haymarket Park is your ticket to fun all summer long. Visit saltdogs.com to get your tickets and unleash the fun.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, where your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
La. You know what I haven't done in a while?
What's that?
We built this city.
It was going so well. It was so smooth.
We built this city on rock and roll. There you go. Mr. One Lane.
Raff, what do you got for history today?
I got to read Jack.
Oh, that's right. Go ahead.
Jack likes to build this city on rock and roll.
I'm sure he does.
Jack was born the year, I think it was born. No, he's old. Jack is older than that because that song we built. Raff, what year did that song come out, you think? We built this city on rock and roll.
Oh, probably like 84, 83, probably. Right around that
Hold on, I can find this up. 85.
Oh, Jack was already out of college.
Jeez.
He was.
Jack realized
I was 10.
Even if it's true,
I was
I'm
11.
not the one throwing this slander.
Jack is 10 years older than us, right, Raff?
Yes.
So he literally would have been, I was 11, he would have been 20 or 21. He was in high school, man. They were just getting out. No, he was not in high school. I was gonna say, he graduated in 83.
I hope Joe. All right, Joe. I hope Jack was not in high school at age 21.
Yeah, he was.
That would be good.
He must really love Seward High School.
Yeah. Either he loves Seward High School or that education in Seward is difficult.
And Jack, I know Jack. I love him, but Jack was not taking honors classes.
Hey. Well, but he has been successful. What he does.
He's been very successful. I love him to death. This segment is brought to you by Jack Russell. He was not a 6-year high school student. Of Farm Bureau Financial Services, Jack has been a well-respected representative since 1999. He can help protect your home, your family, your vehicle, even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward and learn what Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Services can do for you. Raff, you started off. What you got, my man?
All right, I got birthdays. So my first birthday, turning 36 years old today, Rob Gronkowski. Now the question I have, who is the best tight end in the history of the NFL?
Oh, Raff. Oh boy.
I mean, he's so the first 3 that come to my mind, and maybe this is showing my age, is Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates, and I think Rob Gronkowski rounds out that 3.
So Shannon Sharp's not even in your top 3.
Oh, see, I forgot about Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
So
all the Taylor Swift people are going to be mad at you.
Well, yeah. That's fine.
Would Gronk would have been Gronk without Brady, though? Would Sharp did it with a few different teams.
Yeah.
Well, Raff with Gates be Gates without what's his name that was the quarterback forever without not River. Yeah, Rivers.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, I'd probably put in there. It's like it depends how you look at it. If you look at like touchdown catches and stuff like that, Gates has got to be up there in the top 2 or 3. But then
Dallas as well.
Shannon Sharp won 3 consecutive Super Bowls. So I mean that.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's the old conversation of, well, as best tight end, are we having the conversation about best team? That was he on the team or was it best individual performance? I mean, because here's the thing: these are not in any specific order. You can go down the list of obviously like Ozzie Newsome's part of that conversation. I think Ozzie Newsome's in that conversation. Jason Witten is in that conversation. Even Greg Olson is there. Jimmy Graham for longevity purposes. I mean, there was a lot. I mean, there's a lot of really good tight ends that have played even just in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Kellen Winslow is a name that people don't think about very often. So, to name it a top 3 is very difficult because I think, as every one of these arguments goes, there's so much subjectivity on how people view it and what they rank as priorities. Because that's the thing is like Antonio Gates, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, didn't win a Super Bowl. But man, he talk about how valuable he was to that franchise for the Chargers. So,
yeah, that might have to be a whole segment, man, and dive into numbers and look at that because that's pretty. I love that question, Raff.
Good pull, old dad 34, Kellen Winslow. Yep, nice job.
I like that. I really like that. Well, folks, in 2010, there was speculation about a possible move to the Big Ten by Nebraska. It got serious. They were in the June's Big 12 meetings as Commissioner Dan Beebe says, we need to talk about where we're going and who's on the plane when it takes off. If you guys, you know what, Raff, I didn't try to look this up because hearing it from Coach Osborne himself, how this all went down is historical.
Yeah.
I mean, and hearing the story from Coach, I had a chance to sit with him and he told me kind of how that all went down. And a lot of it just blows your mind. A lot of it, depended, was Texas wanting their own, the Longhorn Network, Nebraska being excluded. Yeah. Well, not just Nebraska, all the other schools being excluded from it. And Coach was like, and then they were, there was a situation with the Prop 48. There was like, that's not going to be an issue. Then it was an issue. Coach was like, there's a lot of things being done that you said you were going to do that you're not doing now.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, and then it's funny to just see kind of how things play out because obviously when Texas joins the SEC, part of the agreement was you can't have Longhorn Network anymore. And Texas was like, okay, cool. That's fine with us. We'll bring us in. We're good with that. We don't need the Longhorn Network. The Longhorn Network needs you guys. So, I mean, it's just, it's funny to see how things pan out.
Absolutely.
When it's all said and done. A couple more tight ends. Somebody on the text line, Big Bird, Mike Ditka is in that conversation. And then how about this one? This one's more recent. Vernon Davis.
Yeah, VD was a bad boy.
Vernon Davis, not anywhere close to the top 5, but I'm saying one of the more notable guys of the last 20, 25 years.
Absolutely.
All those years that he put in with San Francisco.
Chimura for the Green Bay Packers, Raff. Mark Chimura.
He had a couple years.
Robert Tonyan. No, I'm kidding.
Keith Jackson, Raff, as well, that played at OU.
Keith Jackson, yeah.
And Bubba Franks wasn't bad either.
Yeah.
So, and then the boy from Miami, what was his name, Raff? The dude who talked a lot, blonde-haired dude that just absolutely destroyed us at Nebraska when he played at Miami. White dude, real cocky, but was good.
Greg Olson?
No, it was Greg Olson. No, it was the other one. It wasn't Olson. He had the long hair a little bit. Played for Miami, tight end.
Oh, Jeremy Shockey.
Jeremy Shockey was a bad boy. Yeah. Jeremy Shockey was a bad boy, and he would tell you he was a bad boy too, and he backed it up for a long time.
Yeah.
We love you long time.
I got one now. Evan Ingram.
Thanks, what's up?
Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram was one I hadn't heard that name in a grip.
Gonna hear it a lot this year.
Wow.
Yeah. I wish for Evan Ingram, this is in all reality, I wish he had a different quarterback in New York. Because I think that whole situation to where he goes from New York to then Jacksonville was a real unfortunate, string of events because neither one of those places, yeah, sure, Trevor Lawrence is an established guy in Jacksonville, but in terms of somebody that doesn't use their tight ends a whole lot.
Can you imagine if Ingram was in a program or a system to where they
he is, boys. He is.
What's that?
He is in a program now. He's going to be just fine.
Is he with the Broncos?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. I mean, those are really the only passes that Bo Nix can complete are those short intermediate throws. So
he had the longest throw of the year last year. Come on now, Nick Sainer.
Are we counting catch and run or are we talking about yards after catch?
Air yardage.
Okay. Well, either way.
Strongest arm in the NFL.
Dang, yeah, Evan Ingram.
Who has strongest arm in the NFL?
I'm joking. By air yardage last year, Bo Nix completed the longest pass in the air, 68 yards last year. So, but he's got a decent arm. I mean, it's not Josh Allen arm by no means, but he's got a decent arm.
I think Bo Nix personally is going to be a force to reckon with.
I think so too.
He's going to be good.
I think so too. I'll just never admit it to Raff. Now here's the thing. Like
who?
We all know we all play fantasy football here. And there's a couple of names that are on the text line that are just talking about specific tight ends and things like that. And I'm just thinking of, okay, what are some of your favorite fantasy football players that, like, they're not great in terms of the all-time conversation, but man, they were a menace because they got some things. Like I think of, one of the guys that fits into both categories is Mike Evans. Mike Evans is in that conversation just because of the amount of touchdown catches that he gets, the red zone threat that he is, and then the longevity. I mean, he's been doing it for over a decade now, which is crazy to think that Mike Evans has been in the league for over 10 years. That's insanity.
You know what? Quite honestly, it seemed like he's been in there longer than that even.
Oh, I was going to go the other way. I feel like it's been maybe 7 years for Mike Evans, but if I remember correctly, he was drafted in 2013 or 2014 in that first round by the Bucks. So
because remember, Johnny Manziel was kind of bankrolling him and his family while he was in college.
That's right.
I forgot about that.
That's right, because they were teammates. Man, good stuff, guys. Good
Real
stuff.
Quick before we go to break, can you imagine what Manziel would have been making now in NIL money?
I can't. I can't.
Actually, as much as he was making it, it'd be like, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, right. That documentary, that Untold Stories of Johnny Football, is insanity because just we'd fly down to Miami on Friday, get paid 30 G's, and then we'd fly back and play a game on Saturday morning. And it was just, I mean, the coaches knew about it, and they just were like, hey, go out and play. And he did. Whenever he got to do that, he played better than when he didn't.
Well, remember his position coach went on to become, who was his position coach was the one that became
Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah, that's right.
And that documentary, remember, Cliff told him, look, I know what's going on right now, and I know what you were probably doing last night, because I think he was hungover in that game.
Yep.
Jeez. It's wild. It's wild because that was the year that they beat Bama, I believe.
Yes, it was. And that's when it just went to a whole nother level.
That was the big one. Yeah. They said $30,000, we'll pay you 50. Come on down, sign some autographs. Yeah, I would have done it for 10. No, I'm kidding. Guys, in 10 o'clock hour, we got a lot of stuff to get to.
Yes.
Starting off, we have to get to the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame conversation.
There is a lot to discuss there, y'all.
So I think we kick off the 10 o'clock hour with that.
I'm with it, folks. We'll be right back. Here's the drive.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through May 18th, enjoy USDA Choice 10-ounce top sirloin steak for $6.99 each. All natural pork steak, $2.49 per pound. Carbless canned cocktails 4-packs for $7.99 when you buy 2, and whole watermelons for $5. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
Batter up! Join us this summer at Haymarket Park for 50 action-packed Salt Dogs games running now through August. Visit saltdogs.com for updates on everything you need to know about weekly promotions, giveaways, and special events. That's where you'll find the latest updates to make sure you catch all the excitement and never miss a homestand you want to attend. Haymarket Park is your ticket to fun all summer long. Visit saltdogs.com to get your tickets and unleash the fun.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Memorial Day is coming up quickly, and you know what that means. Grilling season. You know what's more embarrassing than an overcooked piece of meat? A dirty, disgusting, and grimy grill. Let the pros at Husker Grill Cleaning get you ready for grilling season. They'll take your grill apart piece by piece, scrub every inch, and reassemble it so your grill can look and perform its best. Visit their website at huskergrillcleaning.com today to schedule your appointment. Husker Grill Cleaning, serving Lincoln, Omaha, Malcolm, and more.
Support Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach on Give to Lincoln Day. Your gift will be received by a portion of Lincoln Community Foundation's matching fund. Homelessness is a complex problem facing our community. By working together, we can find solutions. Your donation for Give to Lincoln Day moves us closer to ensuring that everyone in Lincoln has a safe place to sleep at night. Because of your generosity, hope lives here. Give anytime through May 29th at givetolincoln.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with pay starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Copple Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at copplecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com. Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Ahman Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a four-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats like Ahman Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Vershawn Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Call or text us at 402-464-5685 with questions, or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Registration goes through May 30th.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
At Allo, we go beyond internet, bringing you faster speeds backed by an all-fiber network. We go beyond TV and phone service, delivering reliable, crystal clear connections. We go beyond customer service with local teammates and no robots for a hassle-free experience. We go beyond value, offering transparent prices with no contracts, hidden fees, or data caps. We even go beyond our office doors by working, hiring, volunteering, and living in the communities we serve. Go beyond fiber. Sign up today at allofiber.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Copple Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at copplecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back, and you know what? We're going to hop right into it. We are going to hop right into this thing because it's a big topic. It's one that's very interesting. A lot from both sides of it. Some people think this, some people think that.
Yeah.
But tell me, D. But when you think about Pete Rose, okay, there's a lot of things that come to mind when you think about Pete. But here's the deal, okay? The Hall or nah? The Hall or nah?
Hall.
So I'm going to list some things why he should be, okay? Here's why he should be. He's baseball's all-time hits leader with 4,256. Numbers don't lie, guys. He literally rewrote the record books in this, okay? Hustle personified, Charlie Hustle. I mean, they named the guy Charlie Hustle, for heaven's sakes. No one played harder, gave more, and ground ball was life or death. I mean, you see the highlights, the clips, etc. 17-time All-Star, 3-time World Series champ, National League MVP. His resume screams Hall of Fame. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Impact on the game, player, manager. They've been doing some bets. Culture icon. He was baseball for nearly 2 years. He put Cincinnati on the map as far as baseball goes, as far as that is. Think about this. There's other people as well that have blemishes. Steroids, guys that cheated the game, betted on the game. He didn't juice. He didn't cork, that we know of.
Nope.
He didn't do that. So there's that. The fans want it. I think it's been overwhelming, the number of fans that want it. The Museum of Baseball, you can't tell a story literally without baseball, good, bad, or indifferent, without mentioning Pete Rose. Those are some of the reasons why it should be. Nick, Raff, why should it be?
Take it away, Raff. Start us off.
I think that he should be in the Hall of Fame. However, there's going to be, even though yesterday was huge for Pete Rose and to where now he has the opportunity to be voted into the Hall of Fame, but the big thing that nobody's talking about is the sports writers of America. And I just am not sure if they're going to give him enough votes to get in the Hall of Fame under their watch. And the more I think about it, I was excited for, Pete Rose and Shoeless Joe Jackson to be like, now they're finally going to get their place enshrinement in Cooperstown. But the sports writers, they're a whole different animal. And now I'm thinking to myself, even though they're on the ballot, there's going to be a lot of those sports writers going to be like we just said, we're caught between Hall of Fame or Hall of Nah. And there's a lot of sports writers out there. They're going to be nah, sorry. So that's where I sit.
Here, you know what, Nick, go ahead.
Well, so there, you said an interesting point there, Raff. In addition to the sports writers piece of it, is everybody's mentioning Pete Rose. Nobody's talking about how every single player that was indicated or mentioned in the whole 1919 Black Sox scandal has now been removed from the ineligible list. And the reason that this is, and the two biggest names are obviously Shoeless Joe Jackson and Pete Rose, but this is what Major League Baseball released yesterday. And this is their entire statement from start to finish. It said this, quote, in response to a petition from the family of Pete Rose, Commissioner Robert D. Manfred Jr. today issued a policy decision regarding the status of 17 individuals who passed away while on the permanently ineligible lists. Then they included an excerpt of the letter that was sent to the commissioner's office from Pete Rose's family. Rob Manfred, that part of it said, in my view, once an individual has passed away, the purposes of Rule 21 have been served, which is about the lifetime ban. Obviously, a person no longer with us cannot represent a threat to the integrity of the game. Moreover, it is hard to conceive of a penalty that has more deterrent effect than one that lasts an entire lifetime with no reprieve. Therefore, Rob Manfred has concluded that permanent ineligibility ends upon the passing of the disciplined individual, and Mr. Rose will be removed from the permanently ineligible list. This is Rob Manfred here, guys. This last part kind of saving his behind, okay? And just saying, okay, this is what we are doing once they pass away, but this is where I stand on it. He said, quote, I want to emphasize that it is not it is not part of my authority or responsibility to express any view concerning Mr. Rose's consideration by or possible election to the Hall of Fame. I agree with Commissioner Giamatti that responsibility for that decision lies solely with the Hall of Fame. That is Rob Manfred saying, okay, look, I'll reinstate him. I'll take him off the permanently ineligible list, but I'm not saying whether or not he should be in the Hall of Fame or not because he doesn't want to make any enemies. I think to answer the original question, I think that was important for context in that Major League Baseball, they are doing this simply because they now are passed away. They're no longer with us, right? Now, on top of that, I do think Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. I also think Joe Jackson, Shoeless Joe Jackson should be in the Hall of Fame. When you look at both of those, neither one was, especially Pete Rose, who denied it first and then in his autobiography comes out and admits to it. They were not gambles or bets on his team to lose. And I think context is important now. Nowadays in 2025, sports betting, sports gambling is so much more widely accepted, and it's now widely encouraged when you're talking about in these organizations and things like that, and around and centered around these organizations, that the world has changed. The world has changed. And Raff, we always talk about it when we talk NFL Hall of Fame, but giving guys their flowers, or even athletes in general their flowers after they pass away, is almost worse, right? And so I don't know how you guys feel about all of that, though.
Raff, go ahead.
I was kind of laughing about the flowers afterwards because Tracy was telling me that she met Pete Rose, and when they spoke to Pete told him, he's like, hey, here's the deal. I'm not getting in the Hall of Fame while I'm alive. But he goes, don't be surprised when I pass away if there's an opportunity to be getting in the Hall of Fame. So he kind of foresaw it.
You know what, you guys, Nick, I think it's pretty morbid, personally.
Yeah.
I think could you read that first paragraph again?
Very first paragraph. So let me pull it up one more time. It says, in response to a petition from the family of Pete Rose. So
Keep
once
going.
again, this is all coming. This is like the way that they start this. It makes it sound like Major League Baseball is just doing this, and they never really had a thought about this until they were approached.
Read that part about the threat again. That's the part. Read that part.
This comes from the family of Pete Rose. In our view, once an individual has passed away, the person no longer with us cannot represent a threat to the integrity of the game.
Right there. He was 83 when he died. Yeah. He was banned for years. What threat was he to baseball at that point?
Well, here's what I don't understand about baseball.
I think that line is absolutely absurd, man. It's ridiculous. Go ahead, Raff.
What I don't understand about baseball was I think it was about 10 years ago or so, they put him in the Ring of Fame at Cincinnati Reds ballpark. It's like, so, and then they let him come back for an all-star game. And, I'm just like, so you're using Pete Rose, what he brings to the game. But then when it comes to being in the Hall of Fame, oh, sorry, we want nothing to do with you.
Absolutely. He was there at their convenience when it was convenient for the MLB to have him there for events, for eyeballs, for fans, etc. But when it came to the ultimate decision, he had paid more than he paid his dues big time. Because you think about the amount of money he lost post. Now, granted, it was his own fault.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say, it was his own fault. But to do a lifetime ban in that line in particular, Nick, he no longer poses a threat. Well, he's dead.
I hated the. There's a lot of things that Major League Baseball does that actually shoots themselves in the foot.
NFL
does it the same way, right? There's problems with every commissioner and with every single piece. You're going to have critics and you're going to have skeptics and things like that. However, the lines where they save their butts because they're saying, "Hey, look, we're going to do this." But in no way is this us as Major League Baseball, as Rob Manfred. In no way is this me saying, yes, Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame, or no, Pete Rose should not be in the Hall of Fame. It just seems so bizarre. And I think 100% he should be, because from a player standpoint, it's hard to tell the game of baseball. It's hard to tell the game of baseball without Pete Rose. The same way it's difficult to tell it without what happened in 1919 with the Black Sox and the whole scandal there. So I just think that I look at other guys that have not been placed on like the permanently ineligible list that have done far worse in more recent times. And I mean, we could go down the list of guys like Alex Rodriguez and like things like that, where here they are, they're getting opportunities to go into the Hall. And like going back, trying to make this a full circle conversation, Raff, to what you just said a couple minutes ago when we started this 15 minutes ago, was let's talk about the sports writers. There's so many politics that go into this. But now when it's all said and done, I think he does get in. I think there's a lot of pressure from the outside that is going to kind of force their hand a little bit. But then, I mean, then you're wiping cake off your face because it should have happened 15 years ago.
Yeah. Raff, Nick just brought something up, Raff, about 5 minutes ago, and you alluded to the game about the sports writers. And Raff, with even our very own Jay Foreman's dad, Chuck Foreman, it is absolutely insane that he has not been in the Hall of Fame 25 years ago as far as that goes. But Raff, you talk about the sports writers. Here's my thing. Hold yourself to the same that you're holding them to. Would you be able to be a sports writer? I know that's probably, I know that's reaching a bit, but it's like you're holding him to a standard you didn't even hold yourself to. Raff, go ahead. That's the part that pissed me off. It's so subjective how they choose who's going to be in there. Well, he didn't speak. He didn't speak kindly to me one time in the locker room. He did this. That's the part that pisses me off, Raff, about the whole thing, man. Go ahead, brother.
Well, look at Barry Bonds, for instance. If Barry Bonds had a better relationship with sports writers, he'd have been in the Hall of Fame. No doubt about it. He's got the statistics. Yeah, I know that they have, the steroid rumors, whatever. But
he get real big. He went from a wide receiver to a tight end.
You talk to any Major League Baseball player, and they all talk about who's the best baseball player you've ever seen. Barry Bonds. Remember, Barry Bonds had a Hall of Fame career in his first 7 years before even he started getting bigger. I mean,
Raff, where was he at?
Pittsburgh Pirates.
Thank you.
There you go. Guys, is it wrong of me to sit here and think that we are putting too much controversy on Pete Rose, and maybe there should be more of a conversation about Shoeless Joe Jackson. And this is why I say that. So just as a reminder, so
remind them what happened. It wasn't just Joe either.
Yeah, it was Joe, and I believe it was 7 other players.
7 others.
So 8 people out. Yep. So it was 8 of them combined that were permanently banned from baseball because they were accused of accepting money to lose the World Series back in the 1919. Accused of losing the series on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
However, Joe Jackson ended up performing still incredibly well during that World Series, but he was part of that group.
Mm-hmm.
And so while Pete Rose, from his playing career, that's not what is under the microscope. It's while he was a manager is what was under the microscope, and what he basically admitted to doing was betting on the Cincinnati Reds to win ball games.
Mm-hmm.
While Joe Jackson, despite playing incredibly well during the World Series, was still accused of accepting money to lose it. So like we're grasping at straws here, but like I sit here and I'm surprised that there's not more controversy or shock or just conversation about Shoeless Joe Jackson's situation, because right now it's all about Pete Rose. All you hear about is Pete Rose. And then also, hey, the people in the Black Sox scandal got, removed from the permanently ineligible list as well. That's where I'm surprised we're not having more of a conversation about those guys.
Raff, Joe hit 330 and had the only home run of the series. I mean,
well, exactly. And that's the thing. Like, it's important. Like, that context is important because that man, I believe it was at that time in approaching 1920, he had the 4th highest batting average in Major League Baseball history at the time. He was like a 356 career hitter. I mean, he was known for his power. He was known for his bat. And so that's why, like, he was insanely good for his time. And so I think both of them deserve to be in. But just we get so wrapped up in, hey, Pete Rose bet on this. Pete Rose bet on this. Pete Rose bet on his team to have positive outcomes, where now Joe Jackson is accused of having his team result in a negative outcome, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm surprised that we're not having more conversations about those guys. Maybe just simply it's because it happened, many more years ago than Pete Rose's situation did.
Raff, Nick, I want you guys to think about this. We'll go to break because we're definitely coming back to this. And we can answer when we come back. Do you think if he would have admitted it right away, the suspension would have been less? Do you think it would have been banned for life? He would have just said, you know what? If he would just owned it and said, I screwed up, I'm asking for your forgiveness. Ooh. Do you think, you know what the answer now? Just, Raff, I want you to think about it. Text line, think about it. Henry Big Bang Hank said right here, he should be in the Hall, but he was such a jerk, it makes it easy not to put it in. There's probably a lot of truth to that, Big Bang Hank. Kupsker, you really can't tell the full story of baseball without guys like Rose, Jackson, and Bonds. I totally agree with you that, man. I totally agree with you. Ron says Raff became a Hall of Famer before Pete Rose did.
That's right.
Hey, I'm just throwing it out there right now to the NSAA. The 91, 92 football team should be in the State Hall of Fame, so I could be a two-time Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
Will you go to that ceremony?
To be determined.
Okay, sounds good.
He'll zoom in.
Yeah.
If I can get a Hall of Fame ring, I'm going.
You can always make them on your own. You'll see your former teammates and you'll go, hey, Raff, where'd you get that? Oh, I made it.
That's a great idea.
When we come back, we're going to talk about the reasons, again, this is all your opinion, our opinions, get yours, why he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. We'll discuss when we come back with the drive.
Memorial Day is coming up quickly, and you know what that means. Grilling season. You know what's more embarrassing than an overcooked piece of meat? A dirty, disgusting, and grimy grill. Let the pros at Husker Grill Cleaning get you ready for grilling season. They'll take your grill apart piece by piece, scrub every inch, and reassemble it so your grill can look and perform its best. Visit their website at huskergrillcleaning.com today to schedule your appointment. Husker Grill Cleaning, serving Lincoln, Omaha, Malcolm, and more.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Copple Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at copplecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
In dealing with the high interest rates, it's very important that you get as much bang for the buck. And that's what our Remington Homes is all about.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier and more affordable.
People really enjoy being able to go to our website, which is remingtonlincoln.com, pick a plan, pick a price point, go through and build it yourself. You have a lot of options, whether you want granite, whether you want painted trim or other upgrades. Those are all options with our Remington Homes. People do not want to be married to their house payment. They want to get a nice house with nice finishes in a great area for an affordable price. And that's what Remington Homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Hey, I like your new car.
Thanks.
Could you stop at this coffee shop? I need a cup of joe.
Press that little red button.
Hey, an entire coffee machine just came out of your dashboard.
Yep.
More things should be built in, like the multiplier in Mega Millions from your Nebraska Lottery. It's one of the new enhancements to the game, along with bigger jackpots and better odds.
Oh, that coffee is a little strong.
Press the blue button.
What's that?
Grain dispenser.
$5 Mega Millions top prize odds, 1 in 290 million.
Schwizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schwizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at Schwizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law Group and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. We're going to hop right back into it. But, Nick, you know what? First, though, we got to talk with Raff because, we just closed the door to the studio to get right one back in. Raff, tell us about some doors. So before we get to doors.
Yeah, so we got to talk, make sure we mention our good friends at Renew.
Yep.
Because David's been quiet today.
No.
Maybe he's been texting you guys. That's real interesting, actually. Maybe I shouldn't do this. This segment brought to you by our friends at Renew. Make sure you call or text Nate, Eric, or David at 402-833-3858, or you can visit Renew online at renewyourauto.com. From body shop, ceramic coatings, window tinting, spray-in bed liners, paintless dent repair, rust proofing, and undercoating, give Nate, Eric, or David a text or a call today, 402-833-3858, or call them today, or visit them online at renewyourauto.com and see what Renew can do for you. I have to publicly apologize. For some reason, on our video stream, I can't take our commercial screen off. So we are on air, but I'm efforting the stuff with the video stream.
Oh, you'll get it,
if the audio, I'll speak to the couple hundred people that we have on our video stream right now.
Mm-hmm.
If we lose sound for a moment, it's because I'm resetting the screen. So I'm going to do that real quick, but I'm aware of the technical difficulties with our video stream specifically. But we are live still on all the audio streams. We're still live on the video stream as well. You just can't see me and AD's beautiful face. So we don't have Raff right now. But AD, go ahead and take it away real quick. I got to refresh this.
Okay, I'm going to read. We're talking about Pete Rose again. This is intriguing to me for a lot of reasons. I'm going to read some of the text line. Husker P, good morning to you, brother. You go, Rose should absolutely be in the Hall of Fame. Are the Houston this is good, Husker P. Are the Houston Astro players banned for life for their cheating? Don't believe so. Husker P, I totally forgot that. And literally, intended. I mean, pun intended. Nick, did you fix it?
Oh, I don't know. I fixed it on one of the screens. I got to fix it back on this one.
That was what, Nick, 4 years ago when Houston did that,
yeah.
Give or take. So Husker P, I think that's spot on. Cool. And for those that are just maybe have tapped out for a second because of the sound, we're back in.
I think we're back. We're back.
Hello.
Back. Raff, can you hear us okay?
You betcha.
There
Raff,
he is.
Were you able to hear that, Raff, about Husker P? His comment about the Houston Astros?
Yep, I sure did. So the Patriots need to be stripped of their titles, and Michigan needs to lose theirs.
You spitting facts, bro. Husker P, you're spot on. They literally have it on camera, them recording. So, yeah, I agree with you. Cigar guy, put them all in the hall. Put a little plaque. Put a little story that explains something. It's all part of the game. You know what, Cigar Guy, how subjective they've been with this, who gets in and who gets out. I think you might as well do it because their rhyme or reason doesn't make sense a lot of the time. Money G says right here, disappointed MLB to say the least for waiting until Johnny Hustle passed to do this. Was he perfect? No, but he just got caught. No excuse. With social media and cameras everywhere, this is just going to get worse and more controversial for players. My vote would be yes. Money G, you could make a great point because as Cubsker said earlier, well, what about Houston? As Raff said, what about the Patriots then? As Raff said also, what about who's the other team, Raff, that you mentioned on there? Michigan. I mean, all of those things is kind of like, how do you do that without the other? Go ahead, Nick.
Now, I will say with Michigan specifically, it gets a little hairier just because, well, first off, the cop-out is going to be, well, hey, it's college athletics. It's not professional athletics, number one. Number two is they handed down a pretty big, hefty set of penalties to Jim Harbaugh. I mean, Jim Harbaugh is never going to coach college football again.
That's very unlikely.
And that part, and then also you have all the guys that coached with him for the most part are either with him in LA or they are not coaching anymore. And now Sharon Moore, who I personally think, guys, Sharon Moore is going to have more penalties come out against him, not only the ones with the 2-game suspension that he's going to miss the Nebraska and Central Michigan games for, but I think there's going to be more that goes out against Sharon Moore. That was Michigan's way of trying to get ahead of it there. But
see, will be like,
yeah, right. So we'll see what happens.
Before the commercial, AD, you asked if Pete Rose would have been more contrite about himself.
Yes.
Would he have gotten into the Hall of Fame? If you remember back to when all that took place, he was still pretty arrogant back then. And him and Abe Bartlett Giamatti did not get along. And so they were kind of butting heads. And remember, Abe Bartlett Giamatti had a heart attack and passed away.
That's right.
And I think a lot of the major league commissioners after that stood true fest to Abe Bartlett Giamatti and his wishes. I think if things would have worked out differently and Abe Bartlett wouldn't have passed away and maybe him and Pete would have discussed this a little bit more, I think he would have probably have got back in sooner.
Interesting.
I think to me, I guess, Raff, I agree with you on that in some aspects. I think as vindictive as some of these voters can be, I just don't know. And I look at the NFL, for example, on it in particular, because they're so subjective how they do it, the personal vendettas, etc. So it just makes me wonder. So while go ahead.
I was going to say this before we get to break here. So a little bit of funny story.
God, we're going to continue this tomorrow. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine.
I didn't realize it was 10:50.
Yeah, it's 10:50, but PGA, so the PGA Championship is getting ready to start tomorrow on Thursday. So guys are playing practice rounds today.
Oh, boy.
A year ago today.
Scheffler make it there okay this time?
Yeah, a year ago today, Scotty Scheffler got arrested outside of the PGA Championship. Guys, guess what color of shirt he wore today?
Orange.
Burnt orange. Scotty Scheffler he's never wears burnt orange during competitions. But today he wears a burnt orange polo. Now, Scotty Scheffler, I believe, went to the University of Texas at Austin, so he is a Longhorn there. But Scotty Scheffler wears burnt orange for the second time in the last calendar year. One of them was a year ago today when he was arrested and taken to jail for the evening or for the afternoon. The second time was on the anniversary, the 1 year, 365 days later. He wears burnt orange to play his practice round at the PGA Championship. So there you have it, Scotty Scheffler. I mean, I love this stuff. I don't know if you guys saw also that the pairing for tomorrow is like the top 3 golfers in the world.
Oh, wow.
So it's one of the pairings for the PGA Championship tomorrow morning is Scotty Scheffler, Xander Schauffele, and Rory McIlroy.
What time do they tee off?
7:52 a.m.
So I'll be able to watch
we'll be able to watch a little bit of it beforehand and after, but 7:52 a.m. tomorrow, you have the PGA Championship put the top 3 golfers in terms of world rankings in the same pairing. So it's going to be Scotty,
that is going to be amazing.
Schauffele, and Rory.
Schauffele.
All in one group. It's going to be incredible. World's number 1, 2, and 3 this weekend and at the PGA Championship. So it's going to be really, really cool. Obviously, the first major for Rory since he won the Grand Slam. We'll see how he plays. Do you guys have a pick? Have a prediction for who you guys like this weekend?
We
can't hold it.
We can't because they start tomorrow. Raff, you start.
Well, it's not really a dark horse, but I'm going Rory McIlroy because he absolutely dominates Quail Hollow.
Oh, he does. Quail Hollow. Now, the conditions are going to be unfavorable this weekend. There's been a lot of rain down at Quail Hollow this weekend, but you're right. He certainly does dominate down there. What if I said a little bit of a dark horse? Colin Morikawa. Colin Morikawa he's won the PGA Championship before, and he's kind of been on the brink of breaking through. Has had a couple of nice top 10 finishes this year, but once again, I think his game plays really, really well at Quail Hollow, similar to Rory McIlroy. But then also, how can you ever go against Scotty Scheffler? The best thing for Scotty Scheffler to do is a year after, in the same tournament that he got arrested in last year, to go out there and win. He's coming in off of a win, not in a major necessarily, but in a tournament where he tied the PGA record for an entire course score. He was minus 32 in the after 4 rounds of play just a couple of weeks ago down at the Valero Open, I believe, down in Texas.
If he doesn't double bogey that par 3, he probably has that record.
Well, exactly, double bogey the par 3. But here's what's even crazier is the coolest part about that tournament was where he started his career.
Yes.
That was the first tournament he ever played in
and placed in as well.
Yes, and he debuted in that field, and then obviously winning it finally this year. It was pretty cool. So, and it was his first. I believe it was one of his first wins since his son was born.
Folks, I'm going to go with Scotty Scheffler.
Scotty Scheffler.
There you have. What do we do? It's 10:54. What do we do, Nick? We're
going to go to break.
We'll go to a quick break. We'll cut back. What do we do? What do we do, man? I don't know.
I promise this isn't our first time.
What do we do, man? Here's what we are going to do. We're going to talk about the reasons not to let Pete Rose in tomorrow. We're going to discuss that as well. Talk more about the PGA tomorrow. Some more Husker stuff. But right now, we're going to take a break and come back with the RGT 80 attitude adjustment. And what last words from one lane. We'll be right back.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
We're going to see plenty of sunshine here. A little bit of cloud cover for your Wednesday. Another hot one out there. High temperature right around 90 degrees. Wind gusts in between 25 and 30 miles an hour. Tonight, a chance for some severe thunderstorms to our north and west. I think we'll stay dry here in Lincoln. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow, the high of 83, and then low 80s again coming up for your Friday. How about you all just stay on down for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197. Assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
In dealing with the high interest rates, it's very important that you get as much bang for the buck. And that's what our Remington Homes is all about.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier and more affordable.
People really enjoy being able to go to our website, which is remingtonlincoln.com. Pick a plan, pick a price point, go through and build it yourself. You have a lot of options, whether you want granite, whether you want painted trim or other upgrades. Those are all options with our Remington Homes. People do not want to be married to their house payment. They want to get a nice house with nice finishes in a great area for an affordable price. And that's what Remington Homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village. Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back for the last segment. It's very quick. We're going to hop right into it. Raffy, what you got for the RGT, homeboy?
All right. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to some people that they are the reasons they play a huge part in Raff's Good Take because they're just great people. And I just wanted to give just that congratulations to them. I wanted to congratulate Shameen and Dan Dixon on their 25th wedding anniversary. Just two great people. Haven't had the opportunity to really meet Dan much, but Shameen was a Scarlet on the Nebraska dance squad several years back. Just awesome people that would give the shirt off their back. Just great people. And then I also wanted to give Raff's Good Take out to my friend Rachel Janis. Today would have been her birthday. We lost Rachel to cancer 5 years ago, but I just wanted to let her family know and her children know and her parents know that she lives every day because her spirit and just everything that she represented is what I try to represent every day on this show. So those people, amazing people, great Scarlets. You guys are Raff's Good Take.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And again, thoughts and prayers to Janice's family, man, as I remember her as well. You don't forget those things as well. I think that segues right into mine, folks. The 80 attitude adjustment today is this. One of my favorite movies, I was telling Nick this, man, is Holy Man with Eddie Murphy. And it's a great movie, man. I don't know if you've seen that movie Holy Man, but you got to check it out. It's 1998. But just a lot of things. And the Raff knows after the cancer battle I had, I would do more just literally walking in my lawn with no shoes on, just in the grass, just being present. Because here's the truth, the reality of it, folks. All of us have a precious resource that we waste a lot, and it's called time. I got more yesterdays than I got tomorrows. And I try to keep that forefront in my mind. I was just talking to a friend of mine yesterday who went through the same cancer I went through, and a few other ones. You know, it's crazy how many people. It's like when you get a car, you don't pay attention to that car until you get it, and you start seeing all the models with your car. Similar situation with the cancer. And I was talking with him. He just mentioned, he goes, "Dude, you just look at things a lot differently." And I don't want that to be something that kind of comes and goes. I want that to stay fresh in my mind. That, man, I have more yesterdays than tomorrows. That's not a morbid thought. That's a reality thought. Enjoy today. No matter what you're going through this morning, keep going through it, because that's the only way you're going to get through and going through. And the very word through, the word rough is included in it. There's going to be some rough patches. You better believe there'll be some rough patches, but don't stop. Raff, take us home, man.
All right, everybody. Greg Hiselbear-Holt. Heather Brink. Happy birthday. Be nice to each other, and we will talk to you tomorrow. I will see you in Lincoln.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way, so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Memorial Day is coming up quickly, and you know